Cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie z tej strony Remix, a to jest kolejny odcinek Zagrajmy w Runaway 2. Dobra, na wstępie powiem, że nagrywałem już ten odcinek i wiem co robić. Program Action mi coś odpierdzielił i nagrał głos z gry zamiast mój komentarz. Nie wiem jakim cudem, bo nic nie zmieniałem w jego ustawieniach. I dlatego to będzie takie... No, będę wiedział, co robić. Po kolei wszystko. Nie będzie żadnych cięć, myślę. Myślę, że wszystko pamiętam, nic nie zapomniałem od wczorajszego dnia. Dobra, mam tutaj zmieszany olej z benzyną i teraz możemy uzupełnić bak piły. Działa. I tak, teraz musimy... Tu jest nóż. Weźmiemy nóż, jeszcze tego nie wziąłem. On się przyda. Okej. A ten odcinek już nie jest nagrywany w Rapsach. Chyba wcześniejszy też nie był. Znaczy, wcześniejszy był nagrywany Frapsem, a ten już jest Bandicamem. I komentarz jest nagrywany Actionem. Dobra, teraz tak, bierzemy piłę i odcinamy łośkowi głowę.
Hey, that might be a good idea. I know a guy who could be interested in that head.
No właśnie. Głowa
It's not exactly a bear
się przyda
head.
dla tego Benjamina
Now that I
Wazowskiego.
think of it, if I took off the antlers, it would look pretty much the same, wouldn't it? Okay, let's flex that muscle.
Dobra, on automatycznie już rogi tutaj odteguje.
Much better, yeah.
I oczywiście ta głowa jest brązowa, my ją musimy wybielić, bo to nie inaczej nie przejdzie. Wybielacza nie mamy, ale... zaraz, tutaj już nic nie było. Idziemy tutaj. I zaraz, jak to było? Najpierw trzeba było iść tu, teraz idziemy do chatki. Wchodzimy na górę. Ten... jak on miał? Boże, zapomniałem. Archibald.
I think I've earned it. It isn't full,
Archibald
but there's quite a bit left.
rzucił w
Luckily it's
nas
closed
jakąś
tight and
butelką,
didn't break
my
when that nut
od
case
razu
threw it at
zeszliśmy
me.
na dół, znaczy Brian automatycznie zszedł i nie wzięliśmy jej. Teraz możemy spokojnie ją tutaj wziąć i ta butelka to jest wybielacz. Wybielacza używam na głowie.
Okay, let's check out the results. It's a
I
little
świetnie,
stinky,
mamy
but now it looks a lot more like the head of a polar bear.
białą głowę łosia. I tak, tutaj też jest ta zamarznięta rzeka i my musimy zebrać ostatni najważniejszy składnik tego sushi, no i oczywiście jest nim łosoś. Wycinamy zatem
Great
dziurę
idea.
w lodzie
I'll make a hole in the ice.
i sobie będziemy mogli
Let's get to
złowić
work.
rybkę.
Perfect. Euclid couldn't have drawn a better circle. Dude!
Ziomal. No i przyszedł sobie niedźwiadek.
Phew! I thought he was coming after me. Looks like he just wanted to use the hole to fish in, though. I'll have to come up with a way to shoo him off.
A, tu chcę pokazać taki... Jak podejdziemy do miśka, to on tak staje na dwóch łapach i ryczy na nas. Oczywiście umrzeć tutaj się nie da w tej grze, no bo to bez przesady. Gra taka kreskówkowa. przeciwieństwie do Black Mirror, bo w Black Mirror można umrzeć. Jest tam kilka takich momentów. I co? Okej. Teraz musimy iść do Wazowskiego i dać mu głowę.
Yeah, I could pass it off as a fat-headed bear. But when it's on, Wazowski won't be able to see where he's
niestety
walking
nie
and might
złowimy
bump into
łososia.
something painful. I should do something about this. I don't see what for. Plus, it's a little too big to fit in my backpack.
Zaraz nie słuchałem, co on
I
mówił.
could pass it off as a fat-headed bear. But when it's on, Wazowski won't be able to
Aha,
see where he's
okej,
walking and he might
już
bump into
rozumiem.
something painful. I should do something about this.
Okej. Nożyk.
Yeah, great idea. The knife's not very sharp, but I could use it to cut a lengthwise strip which could then be lifted like a visor. That way whoever puts the head on can see where they're walking. Done. Hope it works.
Okej. Teraz możemy dać mu tą głowę.
All right, I'll leave it on top of his backpack to give him a surprise. There we go. Ben!
Trochę duża ta głowa, nie?
What's up, amigo?
Surprise,
Chciał
my
sobie
friend.
w majtki je
Look
chyba
what you've got in
schować,
your
Brian.
backpack.
Bo niby gdzie indziej.
The head of a bear? Very well done, but what variety
udawaj,
of
że
polar
nie
bears
wiesz.
does that head belong to? I can't seem to place it.
Well,
Oczywiście na szczęście nasz Ben Wazowski jest
Not
kompletnym
familiar with the
idiotą.
species, but I've never been to a
Tego
moose
zdaje
myself.
się
Where's that
bez
located?
problemu na to
Anyway, I don't
nabrać.
think there's much of a difference between polar bear species anyway.
of course not. The time has come, Ben. Now that your disguise is complete, you can totally infiltrate the inner core of the bear community without a fear. What better way to begin than by trying to fraternize with that bear down there, fishing in the frozen river?
Yeah, why not? I've been observing that specimen for some time, and it may be a good contact to start with. It's a youthful cub whose growth isn't complete. Though, you can never trust them. They can rip your head off with one swipe of the claw. Well then, the moment of truth has arrived.
Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Here we go!
A touch of ferocious bear essence will help too.
On się tam psika jakimś czymś. I okej, on sobie poszedł, a my musimy tą perfumę sobie
Now that Wazowski is
tutaj
gone, I can
podmienić.
do it without getting caught.
I następnym razem jak będziemy go namawiać, żeby on poszedł, to on pójdzie i z lepszym skutkiem. Dobra. Musimy iść tylko tutaj się przejść i tutaj. Byle gdzie mogliśmy się przejść. On się pojawi tutaj automatycznie, skrypt się
Listen, Ben.
załączy.
What's
Dobra.
on your mind?
I teraz tak, to strata czasu, takie obserwacje z daleka, przecież mógł stać obok tego niedźwiedzia w dole.
It seems like such a waste for you
Dobra.
to keep on observing from afar, when you could be with that bear down there.
Are you sure it isn't too risky, Brian? It looked like it wanted to disembowel me before.
I tutaj bez różnicy co wybierzemy, on i tak się zgodzi i pójdzie tam jeszcze raz. No tylko ta opcja cofa nas do wcześniej.
No, man. The thing is he got scared because you were standing up.
Now that you mention it, of course. He must have thought I wanted to fight, so he got angry.
I'm sure there wouldn't be any problem if you got on all fours.
You think so? Well, I'll try again.
That's the spirit, Ben.
My pod friend, here comes Benjamin Wazowski.
Wazowski!
Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Here we go.
A touch of ferocious bear essence will help too.
Trzeba byłoby to
Something tells
nagrać.
me Wazowski's gonna be a success this time.
Dobra, załączył się taki filmik pokazujący Emocje na twarzy Briana. Tam musi się ostro dziać z panem Benjaminem.
They vanished into the woods. Oh, the humanity. It
To
was
było straszne.
terrifying. Wazowski's
Cały
face was
czas
like an open book, especially at the
się
beginning.
cieszył
But
Brian.
then, I don't know how to describe it.
Cieszył
Well,
mordę.
I hope he's happy in his new life. The important thing is that love conquered all.
Twarz Benjamina była jak otwarta księga. 2 znaczenia. Czy niedźwiedź rozszarpał mu twarz? Czy po prostu jego emocje na twarzy można było wyczytać jak z księgi? Dobra, co teraz? Teraz idziemy oczywiście na miejsce zbrodni. Tutaj na wejściu mamy łapę niedźwiedzia, którą normalnie nie dosięgniemy, musimy użyć
Yeah, I think I can reach
kija.
it. Let me see if I can.
Hop.
I'll return it to Wazowski if he shows up around here.
I okej, i teraz musimy złowić rybę za pomocą kija.
Hey, good idea. I'll try to copy the bear. Let's see if I can do it as well as he does. The stick is so smooth and flat that as soon as I touched the salmon, it slipped off and swam away.
Właśnie, jest zbyt gładki i płaski, dlatego musimy użyć łapy.
Yeah, that looks like a good imitation bear claw. Quite promising. Look out, Salmon.
A i teraz
Here I
mamy
come.
długą niedźwiedzią łapę. Bierzemy ją. I teraz bez problemu
Okay,
będziemy
let's
mogli
hope my idea works now.
złowić rybkę. I to będzie ostatni składnik, zaniesiemy ją Arciemu. Proszę bardzo, Brian, zawodowy łowca
Unbelievable.
za pomocą
I never would have imagined it to be so
łowca ryb
easy.
za pomocą kija hokejowego schował sobie z powrotem do majtek
Took some work, but I've got it at last. One perfect specimen of an Alaskan salmon.
No. I teraz idziemy tutaj i wołamy za pomocą gwizdka psiego
I'll tell him what
Archibalda.
I've gotten. That way I can be sure he won't forget the deal we made. Look, I brought everything you wanted to make the sushi. And I have the cash, too.
Łosoś. I $1000.
Do you mind if I ask you something, Archibald?
O, ile czasu?
Will you take long to prepare the sushi? Where will you leave it?
How long is it going to take you to learn not to stick your nose into other people's work? It'll be ready when it's ready, mister.
Co
I
za
doubt
gnojek.
you'll understand, but let me try to explain. If you come here and the sushi's nowhere to be seen, then it's not ready. But if you come and see a plate of sushi, that means it's done. Did you comprehend that?
Yeah, but if you leave it out here, some animal might come by and eat it.
Tu.
It might be safer if you leave it right in the shelter where my friend is waiting.
Well, well. Mama's boy is requesting a delivery service. If that's what you want, call up Sicily and order a pizza. They're gross. You'll love them.
I said please, Archibald. Take the sushi to the shelter for me.
All right, but favors have a price. That'll cost you more.
That's impossible. I gave you all I have.
That's nice to know. Tonight I shall dine on sushi as I ask myself where the $1,000 in my pocket came from.
Ale gnojek,
What
ja.
do you want? The clothes off my back?
Kid, only one thing would gross me out more than wearing your disgusting, oversized baby clothes. Having to see you naked as you hand it over to me.
I don't know what else I can give you.
Let me think. If I'm not mistaken, you have a cell phone on you, right?
Yeah, but it cost me a fortune.
I was thinking I could resell it, but forget it. I'll take you the sushi in exchange for you leaving me alone and getting out of here for good.
My sincere thanks, Archie.
Archie, you have the balls
No i
to call
spieprzył
me
Brian.
Archie?
Już wszystko było w
What do you think
porządku.
we are, relatives? Or do you think you have the right to insult my parents' good taste with your tacky nicknames?
Sorry, Archie,
Not again! You little... Alright, give me the cell phone. The cell phone, or the deal's
Gdyby nie
off.
powiedział Archie,
Alright, if there's
to
no
zachowałby
other choice.
swój telefon. No ale Brian jest tępakiem.
At the shelter, okay?
If I'd known you were trying to feed the village people's blind cousin, I'd be preparing, making the sushi with your eyeballs. And if you bug me again, kid, I'll make some with your family jewels.
No, man. That won't be necessary.
You'd make some great sausage, too.
See you later.
Good riddance, kid.
Why, you... Oh! Come on, Joshua. Here, boy.
To muzyczka.
Delicious.
Co za ryj w ogóle.
Hey,
Niedorobiony.
what about that password?
Yes.
Tak,
Yes.
jasne.
Remember?
Zjadł sushi i pamięta nagle hasło. Co nie zmienia faktu, że jest dalej kompletnym idiotą. Widzi, że lód pęka? To nie pobiegnie na drugą stronę. Tylko dalej będzie stał i się patrzył jak kompletny kretyn. Jep. Dawaj, pływaj. Pływać nie umiesz. W sumie zimna jest woda i na dworze też jest zimno, mógłby
Look at the mess this
zamarznąć.
wacko got us into. Well, at least it stopped
Ale do
snowing.
ogniska by
That's better
podszedł,
than
by się
nothing.
ogrzał, wysuszył.
Maybe I should have kept my big mouth shut.
Ta, Brian. Okej. Zara, jak to było? Musimy go jakoś wyciągnąć. Tutaj musimy iść oczywiście do
I
samochodu.
doubt it'll start. Plus, in this condition, there's no way it's gonna budge.
Zaraz.
I doubt it'll start.
Nie, wyciągarka. Tak?
That's one of those doohickeys they use to drag heavy things with. The cable is released, then pulled in by a small motor. I think it's called a winch.
No, geniusz.
Hey, I could use it to tow Joshua to shore. I hope I can get it to work. I was afraid of this. The battery is dead. It won't work unless I get the pickup truck started first.
Okej, czy ja będę mógł od razu to użyć?
That won't do any good.
Dobra, czyli akumulator zdech, musimy zajrzeć.
Yeah.
Co robisz?
If I get the engine to
Przecież akumulator
start,
zdech, tak?
the winch will work. We're in luck. The key is in the ignition. It won't start. I guess I was asking for a miracle. It's got gasoline for sure, and the battery light hasn't come on, so there must be something wrong with the engine. I'm not much of an auto mechanic, but it can't hurt to open up the hood and take a look-see.
No to dawaj, zaglądaj.
How weird. There's no sign of the rod used to hold up the hood.
Mamy podpórkę w postaci kija
Hockey stick
hokejowego.
may be too long, but it could work. Though it would be better if I take off the bear claw first. Perfect.
Skończę rozdział
Now I can
czwarty,
take a good
pójdę
look
na
at the engine.
zakupy i potem siadam do dalszego nagrywania. No teraz
I'm not
zobacz.
very good at these
silnik.
things, but I'll take a look.
Geniuszu.
One thing's for sure. It doesn't have any spark plugs.
Nie ma świec. No to proszę bardzo. Bierzemy nóż, używamy z piłą,
I could
wykręcamy
use the knife as a
świecę z
screwdriver
piły,
in order to
wkładam do
remove the
samochodu.
spark
Jakież
plug
to
from the
proste.
chainsaw. Presto! Now I've got a spark plug. Let's see if I can put it in right. Done. Hopefully the engine will work now.
No to jedziemy.
Cross your fingers.
Włączamy silnik
Sweet!
i teraz wyciągarka będzie działać.
Let's hope the winch will work. Yes! Let's get this nightmare over with. Joshua, pay attention!
W sumie nie wiem ile te wyciągarki takie mają
Grab it!
tej liny, ale nie sądzę, żeby po pierwsze Brian mógł
Gotta
tak
get
sobie
that
po prostu
nutcase off the
rzucić
icy lake.
nią, tą liną. A po drugie, cholera, aż tak dużo tej liny?
Perfect, this is working! I'll get Joshua's monk outfit from the shelter. He should be wearing it when we go to Professor Simon's house. If they see him in his regular clothes, they won't let us in, even with the password.
Dobra, to teraz będzie tylko filmik. Więc ja się z wami już żegnam i będziemy oglądać dalej.
Here we go.
Więc dzięki za oglądanie, mam nadzieję, że się podobało. I że się filmik będzie podobał. No i do zobaczenia w następnym rozdziale 5, przedostatnim. Trzymajcie się, cześć.
Those barking dogs, just one of Simon's MP3s. And I thought I wouldn't live to tell the story, but I had a stroke of luck and managed to escape through the amoeba.
My dear friend, you've displayed some exemplary courage by confronting Kordsmeyer. And as for you...
My name is Joshua, and I'm starving!
I see. Alpha spoke to me of you, the human who lives among Trantorians. You are quite lucky.
My stomach's growling with hunger!
As is mine, dear friend. Though it's the hunger for knowledge which makes us scientists.
I think my legs are going to give out!
Joshua, we're short on time, and I haven't even figured out what those Trantorians are doing here.
You are new to the field then. Please, take a seat. Trantor, an ancient and distinguished planet, more than 60 light eons from our own.
Let me tell you, if you thought the walk up here was far...
Its inhabitants had already dominated quantum technology before the first single-celled being sprouted to life on Earth.
What he means is they already had some awesome wares running when our ancestors were riding in Stein.
They learned to model the space-time continuum at their whim, to leap from galaxy to galaxy, to alight onto dimensional vortices in a purely tangential manner.
You know what? Their travel budget was out of this world!
Their telepathic mastery is such that they could dispense with their mere physical presence, should that be their whim.
Dude, not even Scullery thought of that!
As you are aware, their civilization is beyond ours by an exponentially awe-inspiring amount.
They do seem to be pretty quick.
They could effortlessly make slaves of whole solar systems and shrink them infinitesimally with nothing but a thought.
Their brains could fry our sorry bodies into a heap of atoms. Boggles the mind, huh?
Yet all that seems to interest them is an intergalactic zoo.
He means the only... A what?
A zoo?
Fascinating, is it not? They trek throughout the universe collecting animals and take them to a planet 3 times larger than Earth, an immense zoological collection where ecosystems from extremely distant galaxies and eras coexist. During the journey, they put the animal into an induced slumber which they refer to as the dream.
Sounds like they've been keeping some info from me.
Furthermore,
They've been coming to Earth since the dawn of time, and though they actually need no one, they have made us all stakeholders in their enterprise.
The truth is, I don't quite get it.
A time came at which Earth's technological development made it difficult for Trantorians to go unnoticed, and therefore they contacted our most eminent scientists to reach an agreement. We would protect them when visiting, conceal them from the public eye, and supply them with animals. In exchange, they would provide us with some of their knowledge and most advanced technology.
What a deal!
Yes, my friend. Don't you find it unbelievable that mankind has carried out the technological revolution of the 20th century with no help? Had Trantor failed to furnish us with knowledge, theories, and prototypes, we would never have gotten so far. Think of heretofore unconceivable vaccines, the space race, or even the vacuum tubes in the first computer. And you are thinking of Trantor.
I knew that, and the first jelly-filled donut. They told me so.
Astounding, isn't it? As I was saying, we trade animals for wisdom. The Earthling entity responsible for coordinating these efforts is the Contactors International Agency, of which I myself was a member until recently.
Until Kordsmeyer appeared, I suppose.
Precisely, during the dream of the platypus. We were waiting for the Trantorians in a cave in Kubapeti, Australia, when the rocks in the ceiling started raining down on us. It looked like our days were numbered. Right at that moment, a Trantorian appeared through an amoeba point carrying a small sphere in his hand. The NG-0, an antiparticle generator that reduces all sorts of matter to nothing. He raised it up and aimed it at the rocks, and they disappeared instantaneously, as if they'd never existed. Since then, Kordsmeyer has been awfully interested in the NG-0. He even ordered me to ask the Trantorians for it. When I refused, he tried to have me eliminated. So I was forced to leave my position and flee to this dull hideout, surrounded by safety measures with passwords known only by Alpha, Trantor's High Commissioner for Earthling Affairs. And now you, of course.
So what we know is that Kordsmeyer has managed to get a Trantorian spaceship into trouble. At least enough for it to risk sending a message through Joshua.
Whoops! With all this chit-chat, I forgot about the message. Yes, Simon.
What is that?
Let us join hands, and then you will see.
Joshua put a lid on it.
Man!
Silence!
Trantor's High Commissioner for Earthling Affairs with the human name Alpha. Scientific Craft 317, Milky Way 28 Solar 1. Mission, The Dream of the Turtle. Date, 389-728-24, IN 147. Hello. Professor James Simon, we require your help once again. Our head chef has stolen the Trentonite from our ship, both the current and spare Trentonite stones, and has given it to the military. Colonel Nathaniel H. Kordsmeyer will only return them to us if we exchange it for something you call the NG-0. We do not want to give it up, but as you know, Trentonite forms part of our very essence, and we cannot survive far from it. As you know, we cannot even breathe long without it. And as if that were not enough, yesterday we found a seriously injured human at the bottom of Tiki Lake, where our ship is located.
Gina! She's alive!
According to our moral code, we were required to help her. Under normal conditions, we would have killed her immediately, but without the Trentonite, we can do nothing more than keep her in a dreamlike state. And that is depleting the little energy we have available. Nonetheless, one chance for salvation still remains. Professor James Simon. Centuries ago, one of our reconnaissance ships crashed near the city now known as Palenque. And the Trentonite kept on board may still be in that area. Professor James Simon, find it and a way to bring it to us. And some of the local onion soup. Every can of single onion you can muster. Please.
Professor Simon, are you okay?
Just give me a minute or two. I need to warm up.
Aren't you hungry too?
Holy smokes! We have to keep the Trantorians from giving the NG-0 to Kordsmeyer for sure. In the wrong hands, that weapon could destroy a city the size of Los Angeles in tenths of a second. Dear friends, we must travel to Palenque to find the Trentonite immediately, or we can begin to say farewell to the world as we know it.
You can count on me, Professor. And on Joshua, of course.
I bet you're just real hungry, Professor Simon. Hey, why don't we call that sushi guy?
Good thinking. May I use your phone?
It isn't a safe way to communicate, given the circumstances. Do you mind if I ask why?
I know of a friend who could help us out. Someone we fully trust.
Magnificent. Then I recommend you sit at my laptop computer and use the impenetrable ultra-safe crypto chat. Provided that your friend is online at this very moment, that is.
Don't worry. If there were one person online in the whole world, it'd be Sushi Douglas.
Well, I am clueless about the online chatting. Of course, since Trantor's all about telepathic talk.
Hey, Sushi, are you there?
Do you mean that the Trantorians don't have the internet? How do you think Alpha informs us of trading dates, if not by email? In fact, after reading their email, we type in www.planet-trantor.com, and we enter our code so that they will provide us with the details of the transaction.
I'm totally out of the loop. Nobody told me about any of these.
You leave me in awe, my dear friend. If not, where do you believe the network of all networks was designed? In the mind of a simple human? No, it was them who showed us how to build it and use it. What I've never understood is how they get online from other solar systems. I don't know. Perhaps they use neutrino transducers, like in that splendid novel by William Garza.
Have you got that one? That book must have gotten at least 5 stars. You wouldn't happen to have anything by Sarah Martin, would you?
Nathan?
What's up, doll? Think you'll ever find our little pest?
Hush, hush, soldier boy. My spiderweb is about to strangle both him and the monk. And it looks like we got 3 for the price of 2. Your old pal Simon's here.
Simon? Ha! I knew I'd end up catching him. Overeducated scientist. Anyway, make him vanish and come to Mala pronto, lady.
Have you already gotten the real Pignon to cooperate?
I know how to make up his mind. The clock's ticking before the big event.
K. Dick, all of Asimov, and of course Brian Scullery's complete works.
Yuck! What are you doing with that gossipy pulp in your library?
Allow me to tell you a secret. If you tug on the 3rd volume of his infamous UFO Lies and the Houdini Legacy, you'll see something open up before your feet.
At Simon's house. And that's where my story ends, for now.
Sounds like quite an adventure, but you can count on me. What do you want me to do?
Think about it, shrimp. While you pull the trigger, I'll stick my finger up the barrel. My fingers get blown off, but the force of the opposite reaction will make the bullet shoot backwards, at a speed 9 times faster. It'll blow up the gun and your face will get erased.
Seriously?
I knew you were an idiot.
kill him!
No one ordered you to do it, 13. They're not paying you for this one. It's the ones inside they want.
Well, get a move on before my Christmas shopping begins.
Did that spy from Hawaii turn up yet?
Not yet, Tarantula.
This is getting a bit tiresome. They've been in there for hours. All right, 18. Finish off the other two. There, I'll go in and get the spy.
Which one should I take out first? The clown?
No, the old geezer's more important. What are you waiting for?
Houdini's legacy, Joshua. Brian, go after him.
What about you?
I'll be fine. Everything depends on you now. Run!
But
Jump for Pete's sake! Find that stone! Find it!
Brian? Are you there? Brian? Something's wrong. We have to leave immediately. Saturn, we're going on a trip. Brian's in trouble.
BB in trouble? Give me 5 minutes.
You're not leaving me here, are you, man?
And bring your best equipment. We may need it.
4 minutes.
I'll go grab some equipment too, but the good stuff. You're gonna fly when you see it, man.